People are finding that intentional conversations, how to rethink conversation, everyday conversations, and transform your career is more about them than it is about their career. It's more about how it is we as humans can use a very daily activity to build lives that's beneficial for everybody. Intentional conversations is about healing. That's why I wrote the book. Oftentimes we don't pay attention to our conversations. We don't think in terms of what's the impact of a conversation because it's so natural to us. We talk all the time. I wrote it because there's a lot of healing that's needed in our individual lives as well as in the organization and as well as with people that we care about. The conversations we've had too often have caused hurt and lasting pain. And so for me, as I wrote the book, it was a purifying experience because it helped me to look at the way I have used conversation in the past and then understand how I could more positively use conversation into the future. There are two specific purposes that I'm asking the reader to consider and hopefully act upon. The first one is, I actually want you to think about conversation. In other words, before you start talking, think about it. Think about what is the outcome you're trying to achieve. Think about the impact that you want to have on the individual. And think about how it is that every time we interact in conversation, both parties have questions that they want answered. So listen for the question that the individual is bringing into the conversation. So first of all, think about conversation. The second is I want you to rethink conversation. I want you to stop and rethink how it is you do conversation. Because we learn conversations by mimicking others. It's a learned behavior. And so what is your behavior when it comes to having a conversation? Rethink it, because we have the power to change it so that we can always conduct ourselves in a way that we have intentional conversations that lift up people, and that's a collaborative and mutually beneficial event. Parents, pastors, presidents, and peers will discover that there is this amazing tool that's available every day, several thousand times a day, for them to change the lives of others, but most importantly, to change the way they live their own lives. Every reader, as he or she reads through this book, will be reading, for the most part, about The Secret, the acronym SECRET, The Secret. And it's the secret about conversation, because there's a particular process, 6 steps, if you please, 6 action steps that we need to observe when we are practicing intentional conversations. But there's a secret to that secret, and you'll have to read the book to find it out.